Good day everyone. Today I'll be discussing about how can we explore shifts in religious and spiritual behaviors during the time of crisis like the COVID-19 pandemic. The paper I'm building on uses two-part methodologies, a national scale questionnaire and a computational analysis of Twitter data. I'll propose two research pathways to investigate how crisis impacts religious practices. First, computational and statistics pathway. First, we can use a more rigorous computational approach to truly understand how religious engagement shifts. We would need to go beyond simple analysis. We could use causal interference modeling to determine whether the crisis directly influenced religious behavior or whether other factors like online novelty or demographical shifts are affecting the results. We could also use domain adapted natural language processing (NLP) to analyze religious discussions online like on Twitter. This would help us identify shifts in how people talk about religion. Additionally, we could also use time series method like cross-lag correlations, which will help us track how religious behavior changes over time and whether the pandemic caused long-term shifts. To make sure our findings are relatable, we need to minimize issues like sampling bias, who we survey, and platform shifts, change in how people use social media. We would also want to account for things like sentiment swings, where people's mood and opinions may be extreme during crisis. By using these methods, we can get a clear picture of authentic religious engagement free from distracted causes by online trends or biased in our data. The second one, the social theological pathway. The second pathway takes a more human-centered approach. We cannot rely on number of algorithms when it comes to something as personal as faith. Interviews and different method allows us to go deeper and understand how people are truly experiencing and participating religious in these times. For instance, how are people using digital tools like Zoom and social media to stay connected with their faith communities? What does it mean for them to practice faith virtually instead of in person? By combining these qualitative methods with the computational findings, we get a richer understanding of what authentic spiritual engagement is. It's mended by technology. It will also help us rethink how we define communities, and religious itself, especially in the world where physical distance has become so common. Comparisons of approaches, so which pathway is more feasible and which promises deeper research outcome? Now this is a question in itself. The computational approach is likely more feasible as it can process large amount of data quickly and give us broad qualifiable trends. However, while it's efficient, it might not capture a full depth of experience of spiritual engagement during the crisis. On the other hand, the socio-theoretical path promotes deeper insights into personal and emotional experiences, but it requires more time and resources. It's slower, but it offers a chance to understand the human side of religious change and beyond what can be captured by numbers alone. Both approaches have their strength. However, each approach raises different importance like ethical and epistemological questions. Concluding this, I would like to say, by combining these two approaches, we can investigate how religious practices change during crisis and is more holistic way. The computational approach will give us a clear data driven insight, while the sociological approach will ensure the understanding of personal and emotional aspects of spiritual enlightenment. By working together, this method can redefine what it means to practice religion in a digital world and reshape our approach to understanding faith in future. Thank you.